All right, so we are just deep frying some crescent rolls today. I just cut the tubes into little pieces because that just makes it super easy to get a great little size for our dessert that we're making today. Ooh, yes. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring my plate over, and I'm just gonna grab some granulated sugar and put it right on my plate. You don't need too much, that should be plenty. Go ahead and flatten that out on our plate so we get a nice layer of sugar. Beautiful. Go ahead and flip these one more time, and then they're gonna be just about ready. They cook super quick. That's why I love deep frying, because it's just the quickest way to cook things. Ooh, yeah, these are looking beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and take these out and dump them right into our sugar. Just get them rolling in there, and it's gonna get nice and delicious right into the sugar. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and let these cool down. While those are cooling down, I'm gonna grab a small bowl and a whisk. I have some whipped cream cheese. Ooh, this is gonna be so good, you guys. We're gonna put this entire 8-ounce container of whipped cream cheese right into our small bowl. I thought I would need 2 of these, but I think 1 is gonna be the perfect amount for 1 roll of crescents. With that cream cheese, we're gonna do some powdered sugar. We're just gonna make a super quick, no-bake cheesecake deliciousness. So all you need is cream cheese, powdered sugar, or maybe a little bit more than that. I like mine sweet. And then last ingredient for our no-bake cheesecake, some pure vanilla extract. And that's optional. It's honestly really good just with those 2 ingredients. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and give this a nice whisk. I like using the whipped cream cheese because you don't need to let it soften. You can just get it straight from the store and whisk it together. Okay, this needs a little bit of arm power, I see. But look how creamy and delicious that is coming together. Our yummy no-bake cheesecake. Make sure you get all of that cream cheese blended in there. It's getting all smooth. Oh my goodness, you guys are gonna love this dessert. It is sweet, it is delicious, it is perfect for summer barbecue when you want your favorite summer fruit, because we are gonna add it to this dessert. Beautiful, so that's nice and well mixed. We can go ahead and put that to the side. All right, we're gonna grab our little crescent donut balls, whatever you wanna call them. Ooh, bothers me that there's not an even number, but you know what? Not everything is perfect. So now with these, we're gonna go ahead and grab them, and we're just gonna smush them just like this. Oh, they're so crispy. All right, this is gonna be good, you guys. Perfectly cooked. Beautiful. Okay, now that they're nice and flat, let's add the goodness. All right, so we're gonna bring in that no-bake cheesecake filling in a little scooper. We're gonna go ahead and add a scoop onto each one of these delicious fried treats. This is gonna be so good. Look how it just sits right on top of that. That's why I wanted to smush down those little balls, because it just makes it the perfect little cup for our dessert. I can smell that cream cheese filling, and I am excited. Okay, those 2 in the front are a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna add some extra cream cheese filling to them so that that one can be mine. Beautiful. All right, we're almost done here. We have 1 more ingredient. Last ingredient, blueberry pie filling. Oh yeah, wow. This is gonna be delicious. We're gonna grab our scooper again that I washed, and that's just gonna go right on top. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is a winner. Oh, blueberry cheesecake, sugary fried dough. It doesn't get any better than that. Ooh. Okay, almost done here, and then we get to try a bite. I cannot wait any longer. I need to try one right now. Last one. Oh, wow. Don't those look so good, babe?
They look amazing.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for this one right here. I know this is just gonna fall apart and be so good. Okay. Oh my.
Is it good?
That is incredible, you guys. You have to try it like today. It's so good. All right, these are just my crescents that I put in my cupcake tin. Now I'm gonna grab some chive and onion cream cheese. I did let this soften just a little bit. We're gonna grab a scooper and just grab a scoop of that cream cheese and put it right into our crescent, just like this. It's about a tablespoon of cream cheese in each one of our crescents. This is gonna be a super yummy and super easy appetizer. I love this for like game days or, you know, just when family's coming over, I can just throw them in the oven and have such an easy and delicious appetizer. Yummy. This cream cheese smells so good. I don't know if you guys have had this before, but it's not just for bagels, okay? It's for this delicious app. Yummy. Okay, almost done here. Just get a nice, you know, scoop in each one. Last one. Beautiful. Make sure they're all kind of centered inside of our crescents because we don't want them to ooze out. I did grease my pan though, so we are good on there. Now I'm gonna grab some cheddar cheese and we're just gonna do a nice little sprinkle right on top, just like that. Add some nice cheesy flavors. These are gonna be like little cheese bombs. They're gonna be so good. These are not for people that are lactose intolerant. All right, this is all for the cheese and dairy lovers. It is so good, so, you know, warm, and that cream cheese is just gonna melt and be gooey. I'm just thinking about it right now and I'm drooling. Okay, last one. Beautiful. Almost done here. We have one more ingredient, and this is by far my favorite ingredient. Bacon bits. All right, just do a nice little sprinkle of bacon bits right on there. And you could totally cook up your own bacon and put little cuts of bacon that you made yourself in here. But I love these easy bacon bits. They taste delicious. They're so quick, and you can just throw them in anything, including these easy appetizers. Okay, almost done here. You really only need, you know, these 3 ingredients and your crescent rolls, and then you have the best appetizer you could ask for. All right, last one. Okay, last part of this recipe is we're gonna go ahead and fold our crescents over just like this. Create a little, you know, home for our cream cheese and bacon. Quickly, just fold them over. Our oven is ready, and these are gonna be super quick. Yummy. Okay, almost done. And you know, if you don't want the onion and chive, you could do regular cream cheese. This is has so much options. You can do whatever cheeses you want. You can even use biscuit dough, but I love the crescents because you can just fold them right over. Almost done here. Okay, just grab these corners, fold them in, just like this. Okay, last one. Bye-bye, cream cheese. Beautiful. These are ready for the oven. My oven is set to 350 and they're only gonna cook for 12 minutes. It's super quick. All right, you guys, these look and smell so good. Let's go ahead and pop a few out and get them ready to serve. Oh yeah, this is gonna be so yummy. Quickly just pop them out. Remember, I greased the pan so they pop out super easy. Whew. Time to try one. Oh my, I'm too excited. I think I'm gonna go for this little baby one in the center. Let's go for it. Oh. That is so good, you guys. Yum. All right, so I just wrapped my peach slices in some crescents, and now we are gonna bring in a 13 by 9, and we're gonna place our crescents right in our pan, lined up so perfectly. All right, I just made another batch of these peaches wrapped in crescent dough. So we used 2 packages total. All right, now that these are ready, we're gonna head to the stove. All right, we're starting off with 2 sticks of butter, a half a cup of brown sugar, and then a splash of vanilla extract. I'm just gonna use all of that. It's pretty much done though. Okay, and we are just gonna let that melt and become a super delicious and flavorful little mixture that's gonna go so beautifully with those peaches. Oh my goodness, you guys are really gonna love this one. It's so easy and so tasty.
Did you put this on medium heat, medium high heat?
This is on medium high. All right, this is ready. Let's go ahead and bring it over to our peaches. All right, and we're just gonna pour this mixture right on top of these delicious peaches and crescents.
That looks so delicious.
Oh yeah, and we're not ready yet. Okay, this is the secret ingredient. You cannot skip it. A can of Mountain Dew. I know, it sounds crazy, but it's incredible. And we're just gonna pour that right with it. 1 whole can. And you guys will see how delicious this comes out. My oven is set to 350 and this is gonna bake for about 35 minutes. Oh my. This smells incredible, you guys. Oh.
Looks amazing.
Okay, let's go ahead and that's gonna be so good. I can't even smell the Mountain Dew. All I can smell is peaches and sugar and deliciousness. Woo! See that little bit of peach in there?
Oh, you can barely see it. Yep, there it is.
Mmm.
Is it good?
That is outstanding. Mm. Okay, I just have my crescent rolls in my greased bundt pan. Go ahead and grab a bowl and 2 cans of Campbell's cream of chicken. Okay, let's scrape those cans out nice and good. Perfect. Grabbing my canned chicken. And then instead of canned veggies, I'm using the frozen veggies like you guys recommended. Use that whole bag. Give it a nice stir. Get everything well blended. 2 cans of cream of chicken, 1 can of chicken, and then 1 bag of frozen veggies. Okay, I think this needs a little bit of seasoning now. Go ahead and start with our salt. Perfect. Grab some pepper. Want to make sure this is nicely seasoned. We're making a delicious chicken pot pie in our bundt pan. It's gonna be so fun and so delicious. Now, I like to add a little bit of garlic powder in mine, but you can totally skip that. I know that's either a hit or miss for people. Okay, give it one more good stir. Oh yeah, smells so good now that I added that seasoning. Okay, this is what we want it to look like. It's nice and thick, but still creamy because we use 2 cans of that cream of chicken. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and scoop this into our bundt pan. Make sure these are nicely placed. Right in there. This is gonna be so good. It's so easy, literally the easiest dinner you can make, and it's gonna look beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna fold these crescents right on top of our filling, but don't worry, I have some extra crescents to make sure that this dish is covered completely. We're gonna use 2 packages of the crescent rolls in total to make this dish. Let me grab 2 more. Just like that, make sure everything's covered. All right, that is it. We have our delicious chicken pot pie in our bundt pan. My oven is set to 350 and we're gonna cook it for about 30 minutes. It's super quick. Yeah. All right, it's ready, let's get it out. Oh, perfect. Oh. Look at that. That looks incredible. Okay, we gotta get this baby out. Oh, so nervous. Put your cutting board right on top. Woo! Oh yeah, she's gonna come out perfect. You ready for this? Oh yeah. Look how delicious this looks. Our perfect pot pie bundt. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut myself a piece right here. Oh, it's just oozing out. Yummy. Okay, make sure it's nice and cut. Go ahead and grab a piece. Oh yeah, perfectly cooked. I need to try this right now. That crescent roll is so flaky and buttery. So good. All right, so I just have my Pillsbury crescents in my muffin tin that I did grease. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab some no-bake cheesecake filling. This stuff is so delicious. You can find it at Walmart next to the cream cheese. And I have this big scooper, and we're gonna go ahead and grab some of that delicious no-bake and put it right into our crescents, just like this. I'm doing about 1 tablespoon of this no-bake cheesecake right in there. Ooh, these are gonna be so good. I've made these, you know, every way possible, but this time I'm doing some fun fall flavors, and you guys are gonna really love how these come out. So just get your cheesecake filling right in there. You could obviously make some homemade cheesecake filling if that's your style, but you guys know I love easy things, and you guys cannot convince me that this no-bake cheesecake isn't the best thing you've ever eaten. If you don't think so, I don't believe that you've tried it. Okay, get that in the last one. Ooh, these are looking decadent already. Now, like I said, we're gonna do some fall flavors. So I have some 100% pure pumpkin. And you could use like the pumpkin pie filling, but I think that cheesecake filling is already sweet enough, so I just did the pure pumpkin. And we're just doing a nice little scoop, just like we did with the cheesecake, right in our crescent. Look how yummy and delicious these look already. And you can add as little or as much pumpkin as you like. If you are a pumpkin fiend, you can go for it and just do a big scoop, but I'm doing about a half a tablespoon because I really want that cheesecake flavor to shine. I want the pumpkin to be a nice little aftertaste. Okay, just get it a little bit in each one. Look how gorgeous these are coming together. I'm so excited to eat these up. All right, beautiful. Now, of course, we're gonna go ahead and just close these babies up, try to get all of that pumpkin and that cheesecake covered with our crescent. They will expand a little bit, so do not worry if they're not completely covered, but just quickly close them up so that goodness just stays right in there. Oh my, I can't wait to have pumpkin cheesecake. I know it's only August, but I am ready for all things pumpkin. I'm ready for all things fall. I am ready for Halloween. It's one of my favorite seasons, and I cannot wait to share all my fall flavored desserts and recipes with you. This is just the start. Let's go ahead and quickly get these in the oven because I need to eat them right now. Okay, almost done. Last two, and then we're gonna top it with something extra great to enhance those pumpkin flavors. Beautiful, and remember to grease your pan, you guys. Now, before we pop these in the oven, I'm just gonna grab some cinnamon sugar mix. This is optional, but I just like that it complements that pumpkin flavor. And we're just gonna do a nice little cinnamon sugar on each one. Doesn't need to be perfect. It's just gonna, bake right into that crescent dough and make it a sweeter dough because crescents are kind of savory and I want this to be nice and sweet. Like I said, it's optional. If you don't want the extra sugar, you can totally skip it. All right, you guys, these are ready for the oven. My oven is set to 350 and they're only gonna cook for like 12 to 14 minutes. Oh my, would you look at these yummy little fall treats? They look so good. And they made my house smell like a pumpkin spice latte factory or whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab one. I did let them cool already. Just kind of use your knife. Oh look, it's gonna pop right out. Woo. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be good, you guys. Now you could put some powdered sugar on these, but I think with the cinnamon sugar, they're just right. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try. Those are incredible, you guys. You have to try it. All right, these were just my crescent rolls that I unrolled on the bottom of my greased 9x13. All right, and I'm instantly gonna come in with my blueberry pie filling. I absolutely love blueberry pie filling, but you can use whatever pie filling you like for this. And we're gonna use that whole can of blueberry pie filling. You can home make your crescent rolls and your pie filling to make this a, homemade dessert, but I wanted a super quick and easy dessert for all of you guys, and hopefully it can give you some great inspiration. And we are gonna spread that from edge to edge on top of our crescents. Now, like I said, I use the crescent rolls, but you can also just use the crescent dough, or you can use a puff pastry, a pie crust, whatever your preference is, that's what you can use. But this is gonna be absolutely delicious and super easy. All right, and right after our pie filling, we're instantly gonna come in with some whipped cream cheese. It's gonna give a nice little savory taste to our sweet dessert. And we're just gonna use our spatula and kind of just put little dollops of our cream cheese right in there. We will give it a nice little marbling effect. So just hang on there, and we're gonna use about half of our 12 ounces of whipped cream cheese. Now you can use a softened cream cheese, but the whipped is just so much easier for this because it spreads like butter, which is exactly what we want. See how we're getting a fun little marble effect? We don't want just clunks of cream cheese in our dessert. We want kind of a mix of the pie filling and the cream cheese. Oh my, that looks absolutely delicious. Yum! All right, and I did have that second container of our crescents, so we're gonna go ahead and pop that open. Just like so. And this is gonna go right on top as our top crust. Just gently roll it out like we did with our first one. Oh, talk about perfection. All right, you guys, my oven is set to 350 and this is gonna be in there for about 25 minutes. While that's in the oven, I'm gonna grab a small bowl and a small whisk, and I'm gonna bring in my powdered sugar, and we're gonna add about half a cup of powdered sugar into our small bowl. Perfect. And into that bowl, we're also gonna add a little bit of vitamin D milk, and just a small splash. We'll add more if we need it, but that should be plenty. That might have even been too much. And we're gonna grab our whisk and start mixing that together to create a delicious and easy icing to go on top of our blueberry dessert. This is ready, so let's go ahead and check on our dessert in the oven. All right, you guys, we took this out of the oven and let it sit for about 15 minutes. It is time to dig in, but I'm first gonna grab that icing that we made, give it another mix because I had it in the fridge, and it's time to drizzle that on top of our delicious blueberry cream cheese pastry. Oh, easiest dessert you'll ever make. So simple, just a few ingredients, and this delicious icing is really gonna pull everything together. Obviously, you could skip the icing, but I personally love the icing for this. Beautiful. All right, I'm just gonna bring in my knife and we're gonna cut a slice. Oh, perfectly cooked. Honestly, you could even eat this as like a little breakfast pastry if you know you have a sweet tooth like me, but I cannot wait to try this. That came out even better than I expected. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is so good, you guys. It's a home run. You have to try it. All right, so we just rolled up our cooked sausage links in our crescents, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my 9x13 that I greased, and we're gonna go ahead and place our sausage links vertically into our greased pan. I'm gonna make one more row. I'm instantly gonna bring in some diced bell peppers. I'm using bell peppers, but you can use whatever veggie you like for this super easy one pan breakfast. I'm gonna use that whole container of our tri-color bell peppers. Get that nice and spread out on top of our crescents. And of course, the next thing we're gonna bring in is some cheese. I'm using some Colby Jack because this is what I had in my fridge, but you can use whatever cheese you like. It's super customizable, super delicious, and super easy to make for a Sunday brunch, great for an Easter brunch, great for honestly any morning when you want to serve a crowd. And I think we're gonna add, I think that was about a cup of cheese, and we're just gonna make sure that's spread out just like so. All right, I'm gonna move that to the side and bring over my dozen eggs that I pre-cracked. And into our eggs, I'm gonna add some heavy whipping cream. This is gonna make them nice and fluffy and delicious, almost like a quiche. And I added about half a cup to our dozen eggs. Now I'm gonna season this super quick with some black pepper. And just like with the cheese and the veggies, you can customize your seasonings to your liking. You guys already know I'm gonna do some garlic powder because I love garlic in anything. And then the last seasoning I'm gonna use, which is my favorite for eggs, some smoked paprika. Oh yeah, and we're gonna make sure to scramble these up, and this is gonna go beautifully with our sausages. So grab a whisk, and we're gonna make sure to whisk this all together, make sure all those yolks get scrambled. Delicious. I absolutely love making this when my family comes into town. It's so easy, so quick, and you just pop it in the oven for about 45 minutes, and then you have a breakfast that will feed 10 people, which is not an easy thing to do nowadays. All right, now this looks beautifully whisked together. We're gonna bring back our 9x13, and you guys know it, we're gonna drizzle our egg mixture right on top. Oh, and that just fills the pan so perfectly. Now, one last finishing touch. I have some freeze-dried chives that I'm gonna sprinkle on top. I just think the greenery adds a great color, makes your breakfast even more appetizing. All right, but this is ready. And like I said, this is gonna be in the oven for 45 minutes at 350. Oh my, it smells so good in my house right now. Look how beautiful this cooked up. I'm so excited to try a piece. Just gonna get our spatula and cut right into it. Remember, I greased that pan, so this is gonna come out super easy. Oh, look at that. Oh, and you can see the sausage right here. Looks so delicious. I smell the peppers, I smell the eggs, I smell the cheese, the chives. I cannot wait to dig in. Oh, and that crescent is perfectly cooked. That is incredible. Oh my gosh, you have to try it. Woo! Grab your crescent rolls. I already have most of them laid out. We're gonna finish with a couple more. Okay. Go ahead and grab some queso. You can use whatever queso you like. This is just the one that I found at the grocery store. And put it right on top of those crescents. If you notice, we have this bowl in the middle. That's gonna be for something super fun later.
I wonder what it's gonna be.
You'll see. Go ahead and grab your tortilla chips. And we're gonna place them just like this. These tortilla chips are gonna add a nice crunch to our awesome dish. So go ahead and grab my cooked ground beef. I just cooked this up. And we're gonna add all of this on top of our chips. Okay. Now we're getting there. Grab some taco seasoning. Right on top of the ground beef. This is gonna be such a delicious meal. I love making this on game days or, you know, just for a fun lunch. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab some sour cream. And we're gonna spread that right on top of the ground beef. Once we have our sour cream looking like this, I spread it out nicely. We're gonna add some more cheese, but I'm using shredded cheese this time. And we're gonna sprinkle it right there. And remember, we still have that bowl in the center. Okay.
What is that bowl for?
It's gonna be the perfect thing for any parties that you're gonna have.
I wanna know.
All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and fold our crescents over like this. Quickly fold it over. It's okay if it's being overstuffed because that's just gonna make it extra delicious. We still have that bowl in the center, okay? It's not going anywhere.
You're gonna remove it eventually, right?
You'll see. Okay. Just really get that all tucked away. Now I know this looks a little crazy right now, but trust me, it's gonna be delicious.
Actually, it looks really good.
To 350, and we're gonna cook this for about 30 minutes. All right, look at that. That looks insane.
Love the sizzle right there.
Okay, let's pop the bowl out. This bowl right out and flip it over like that. Ooh. Our guacamole will go.
Oh, what? That's so cool.
All right, let's go ahead and cut a piece and dip in. Let's scoop this out. Oh yeah, look how awesome that looks.
That looks good.
It looks so good. This is like a little like crunch wrap supreme kind of thing. So we grab our piece just like this, dip it in our guac. That was really good. I gotta have another